In this video, we learn how to create radio buttons and radio groups in Android. First, we create them with XML, then we create them with Java code. Create a new project and name it radio button and set Minestica to 21. Go to layout and change container to a linear layout and set orientation to vertical. Now create a radio group control and set its ID and set its gravity to center. And inside this radio group we create 3 radio buttons for user to choose his gender. Set radio button ID, set its text, set its text size, text color, and we can set radio button text with button tint property. Now copy and paste this radio button 2 times. Set text to female, change ID and set text to none, and set one of radio buttons to checked. Now we add a button, so whenever user clicks on this button we want to add a radio group and radio buttons to our linear layout. Now go to main activity. First, get a reference of radio group. Next, set unchecked change listener for our radio group and use the radio group that get checked radio button ID, and we pass this to find view by ID. Now we have a radio button and we can use a toast to show radio button text. Now run the app. This is our radio button and radio group, and whenever user clicks on these radio buttons, a toast show. Now we want this button to add a radio group and radio buttons to our linear layout. First, go to our layout and set an ID to it. Now get a reference of a linear layout. Now create an object of type radio group and pass context. We want our radio group to its width to be wrap content and height to be wrap content, and its gravity to be center horizontal. So we create an object of type linear layout layout params, and we set its properties and use a radio group that set layout params and pass our layout params. Now get a reference of a button and set a click event for it. Now create a radio button object and pass context. Now we can set some of these radio button properties. Use set text to set radio button text. We can use set text size, and we can use set text color to set radio button text color. Also, we can change the searched or unsearched of radio button color, the color of searched or unsearched. We use a set button tint list and pass a color state list to it. Now add this radio button to our radio group. And we set a non-search change listener for a radio group, and just copy and paste these two lines that we write before. At last we search if counter equals to 1. We want only one time to add our radio group to linear layout, and counter plus plus. Now run the app. This is our radio group and radio button that we created with XML, and this is a button, and each time user clicks on it, a radio group and some radio button will add to our linear layout. Thank you for watching.